We sincerely apologize for starting late today. A very good evening and thank you for joining us on BeeTv Major News at 6. Reaching you live from Benin City, the Edo State capital. I am Evelyn Izibili. And now to the news in details. In a rare blend of diplomacy and development, the spouses of foreign diplomats in Nigeria gathered to raise funds for 5 cowries arts education initiative, a grassroots project using creativity to transform learning outcomes for undeserved communities.
Recall that the construction of the bridge commenced in November 2024 by the Governor Monday Okpebholo's administration, and so far the construction has reached an advanced stage. The work so far has been very impressive, as so much have been achieved in such a short time, and it is with no doubt that the project might even be completed before the 18-month period. Lauding the current administration of Governor Okpebholo, some engineers on site stated that
the work is a formidable work. The structure is very formidable. And everything we are using here is not iron 16, iron 20, iron 12.
The work is in progress now. Yeah, the work has been going on for the past going to 5 months. The work, we are trying our best to see with the help of the government, the state government, His Excellency Monday Okpebholo. It's really to see that the flyover.
Rated coaches, sports managers and sports scientists, and conducting sports research. Meanwhile, the All Progressive Congress APC, Edo State chapter, has extended a heartfelt congratulations to the former Deputy Governor of Edo State, Right Hand Honorable Comrade Philip Shaibu, on his recent appointment by His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, as the Director General of the National Institute for Sport, NIS. The APC, in a statement signed by the Publicity Secretary, Barrister Peter Owadiege Igbinege, as the prestigious appointment is a testament to Right and Honorable Shaibu's enduring commitment to public service, youth empowerment, and the development of sports in Nigeria. He said Shaibu's wealth of experience both in governance and in the promotion of sporting excellence makes him a fitting choice for this strategic role. The party expressed the confidence that under his leadership, the National Institute for Sport will witness transformative progress, fostering new levels of professionalism, discipline, and growth across Nigerian sports sector. The APC in Edo State is proud to celebrate this milestone and look forward to the positive impacts Right Hand Honorable Shaibu will bring to national sports development. The developments following a national summit of the ruling All Progressive Congress will turn an endorsement forum for President Tinubu, which has sparked an interesting debate on Nigeria's next election, an exercise that is still 2 years away.
Governor Opuzodema, speaking for all the governors on the platform of the party, sets the ball rolling at the event. A series of order endorsement of Mr. Tinubu.
Leaders of the party, the All Progressive Congress, and heads of subnational government.
We are being increasingly confronted by a complex web of transboundary threats, from terrorism and banditry to cyber incursions and resource-based conflicts. Borders or timelines do not confine these challenges, and the threats evolve. So must our responses, not only in tactical precision, but also in collaborative foresight.
In the sideline of the events, journalists take him up on the early endorsement of the president, which is seen by many as closing the space for other aspirants that may be eyeing the IS office in the
presidency of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and his renewed hope agenda. And the midterm report and performance evaluation shows that he has done credibly very well in the economy, in the polity, and also social mobilization. Encouraged by that, we resolve that you don't change a winning team. Since already we've started seeing the dividends of these reforms, that he should continue to drive the state. On that note, we are going to...
And himself too, to learn. So that sentence is proper.
According to court proceedings, the incident occurred in 2021 when the convicts lured the victim under false pretenses and held him hostage while demanding a ransom from his family. Security operatives were able to trace the suspect and rescue the victim after several days in captivity. Justice Bamidele Omotosho, who presided over the case, described the crime as heinous and unacceptable, emphasizing the growing concern over youth involvement in violent crimes. He stressed the need for deterrence and upheld the 30-year sentence to serve as a warning to others. The ruling has drawn strong reactions from the public, with many applauding the judiciary for ensuring justice. Authorities also reiterated the importance of community vigilance and the role of students in fostering a safe academic environment.
What is hatred? Basic thing is hatred.
Even 30 years jail term to me is even small. It should be life imprisonment because you don't expect that such a person to be in the society and still live. or walk freely in the society. So the 30 AJ term is very okay to me. Yes, very, very okay. Everybody needs to.
Determines what comes out from it. We as youths, we live in this country, we live in this society, and we believe our leaders should be able to help us as the youths, both the learned one and the unlearned one. But to that, it's not like that anymore. But they just felt, okay, this one is just go on its own. They don't want to go on their own. So by so doing, if some certain things are happening to them, they feel unconcerned about it. So that's why you find youth of today, they go into different things.
The sentencing of the
Brigadier General Buba Mawa, retired, has explained that the drug agency's push for mandatory drug integrity tests for corps members, prospective couples, and others is not punitive, but rather a preventive strategy aimed at discouraging in defense of an earlier proposal by NDLEA advocating for mandatory drug testing for all prospective members of the National Youth Service Corps and youth in general. The proposal has sparked widespread outcry after gaining traction on social media. Expressing worry over the high usage of drugs among Nigerian youth, some Nigerians are supporting the move as they consume these hard substances.
It will discourage a lot of people from taking out drugs, and it will also help the government to have an accurate data as per people that are into drug abuse.
The rate of
Edo State Deputy Chief of Staff, Honorable Pius Alile, has extended warm congratulations to the member representing Orionwa East constituency, deserved elevation as the Deputy Speaker of the Edo State House of Assembly. In a statement, Honorable Alile said Atu's emergence as Deputy Speaker of Edo State House EOF Assembly is a testament to his outstanding leadership qualities, legislative acumen, loyalty to the APC, and unquestionable commitment, representation, and dedicated effort has significantly contributed to the progress and development of his constituency and Edo State. Honorable Alile said he is confident that in his new role, Atu will continue to demonstrate excellence, integrity, and vision, wisdom, and strength, and pray that his tenure will be marked by impactful service and sustained progress for the people of Edo State. About 20 suspects are currently in the custody of the Department of State Services and the Nigerian Police Force in Abuja for hacking the 2025 computer-based test examination conducted by the Joint Admission Matriculation Board. The suspects are part of a syndicate reportedly to have over 100 persons that specialize in hacking the computer server of the examination board-based test system in order to discredit JAMB and discourage students from using CBT for future WAEC and NECO examinations. The source quoted the suspect confessing that the syndicate would install an attacking software on the examination body hardware. The software in turn would remotely hack JAMB server at any targeted CBT centers. The Minister of Steel Development, Shuaibu Audu, alongside the ministry's permanent secretary and directors, paid a visit to the Ovia Alana facility, formerly Delta Steel Company, as part of President Tinubu's push to revive legacy steel assets.
Joy shows self-reliance and GDP growth, with projections of over 15,000 jobs when fully operational.
Inspection of premium steel is in furtherance of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's resolve to ensure that all legacy steel assets are resuscitated for optimum contribution to our national economy, irrespective of its ownership structure. We have already commenced actions from what we have done at Ajokuta Steel Company Limited, the National Iron Ore Mining Company in Itakwe, Aluminium Smelter Company.
Raw materials challenges.
Being well positioned to restore the company's former prominence and achieve even greater success in the steel industry. The region's abundant gas, resources and accessible sea channels offer significant advantages.
The visit highlights the government's renewed focus on steel as a key driver.
And non-operational since 2021. We have had extensive discussions with the management to see the support they need from the federal government to ensure the resuscitation of the plant.
Reflecting China's ambition to become a major Arctic power. Also, Russia launches major aerial attack on Ukraine capital. BeeTv News correspondent Harmony Agbafo has more on this from the foreign scene.
After becoming mayor of a small town in northern Norway in late, a missile and drone attack on Kyiv injured at least 14 people and caused fires in residential areas. Ukraine's Air Force reported downing 245 of 250 drones and 6 of 14 missiles in one of the largest assaults since the war began. The attack came shortly after a prisoner swap between the two countries. President Zelensky blamed Moscow for prolonging the war and called for more sanctions, while residents expressed fear and a desire for a ceasefire. Russia recently claimed Ukraine had launched hundreds of drone strikes, including over Moscow. The EU has urged the US to approach trade negotiations with respect after President Trump threatened to impose a 50% tariff on EU goods. EU Trade Commissioner Maros Sefcovic emphasized the bloc's residents to defend its interests while pursuing a
President Bola Tinubu has approved the appointment of Yazid Shehu Umar Danfula as the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of the Nigerian Agricultural Insurance Corporation, NAIC. The appointment was formally conveyed in a letter dated May 22, 2025, and signed by Senator George Akume, Secretary to the Government of the Federation, SGF. BeeTv News' Pelumi Mukore has details of this and more from the business world.
According to the letter, Dan Fulani's appointment takes effect from May 21, 2025 for an initial term of 4 years in accordance with the Section 15, subsection A of the NAIC Act Laws of the Federation of Nigeria, 2004. Dan Fulani, the Torakin Zamfara, is expected to bring new vigor and strategic direction to NAIC, a critical institution responsible for providing insurance cover for other natural disasters. The appointment has been widely applauded as a recognition of Dan Fulani's leadership qualities, technical expertise, and commitment to national development. The Federal Inland Region and boosting compliance among Nigerians across all walks of life, from the empowered per state in different livestock value projects supported with technological innovations. The government said it had resolved to address the challenges associated with the livestock value chain in Nigeria with the deployment of artificial intelligence, AI, and Internet of Things, IoT, among others. The Minister of Livestock
Prison officials as the suspect in the stabbing of rapper Tory Lanez has claimed he acted in self-defense, alleging that Lanez had placed a bounty on his head. Santino Casio, currently serving a life sentence at the California Correctional Institute in Tehachapi, admitted during a prison phone interview that they stabbed Lanez 14 times, but insisted it was not an attempt to kill the rapper. According to Casio, rumors had spread throughout the prison that Lanez had arranged to have him killed. He claimed that during a chance encounter with Lanez, he noticed a suspicious bulge in Lenz's pocket, which he believed to be a weapon. Casio said he acted preemptively in what he believed was a life-threatening situation. Casio also said that he and Lanez had previously shared a cordial relationship, living in neighboring cells before the incident. A major power outage disrupted activities at the Cannes Film Festival on Saturday, as southeastern France was hit by widespread electricity failure following a fallen high-voltage line. The outage affected